There are many reasons to learn programming. For example, programming helps you to improve your problem-solving skills, to structure your mind, and to be able to think in a step-by-step procedure to solve some problem. Also, programming helps you to build real-life applications. Applications like you download from the mobile store, for example. Definitely, the larger the application, the more challenging to implement. And when you learn programming, you will have a better chance in understanding a lot about the technologies that you are using. So a lot of people might be puzzled about the behavior of some application, but you will not be. Studying the market and the supply demand needs, you will notice that there are a lot of people are trying to earn some degree in programming, because mainly we are one of the highest salaries in the market field. But I would like to warn you that there are a lot of guys who are very weak in the market. So if you have a very strong base in programming, like what you gain from this course, you really will be like outstanding among all of this big market. Programming for many of us also is a lot of fun. Like a lot of us get attached to the kind of problems that you solve and kind of application that you try. For some of us, you may even enjoy participating in programming competition. There are a couple of very popular competitions, the IOI for the guys in the elementary, primary, and secondary school, and the ICBC for the guys in the university. This means building a lot of connections, traveling a lot. This is really great. I was lucky to be a participant in both of them, and I learned a lot from that. You may work in big companies such as Google and Microsoft, which is really an awesome experience. Python itself is a general purpose programming language that can be actually used in anything, but definitely like any programming language, it has some strengths in specific points. So Python, for example, is popular in data science, machine learning, web development, testing, automation. Many areas in academia might be using Python also. Python is well known for its simplicity. It is easy to install, easy to code, and much easier starter for beginners. Like comparing with the C++ and Java, it's much easier to start writing code in Python. Python also at the moment has a really very huge community. A lot of your questions, you will find answers for them in the web or a very important website named Stack Overflow. Python also has a lot of libraries and frameworks that you might need in your work. In terms of ranking, Python is almost like #1 in more than a website, and also it's like a third in some other websites. So in general, it is in the top 3. There are also other very relevant popular languages like Java, JavaScript, C, C++, C#. They are also like part of the top programming languages that you might consider for starting. Sometimes students ask about the relationship between math and programming. Programming doesn't need math background and skills. So it is totally fair to say that most of the software engineers in the market doesn't need math to do their stuff. There are only a few areas where math is really critical. For example, if you are going to learn data science or machine learning, the math is a critical component. Otherwise, it isn't. However, math is very good for your mind. So like if you are good in mathematics, this would be a very good indicator, and there is some correlation between guys who are good in mathematics and programming. Overall, anyone can learn programming. Like some guys feel blocked and that they cannot do it. Even kids right now learn some kind of programming like Scratch language and so on. So don't hesitate to learn programming. I would like to warn you that learning programming in the first maybe 2 to 3 weeks might be a bit a hard experience. This is very close to learning a new different human language. Like let's say you are a speaker of English and you are learning Chinese, for example. There are a big gap in symbols and statement structures, so it might take you some time in the beginning. I would say everyone have to pass with these 3 stages. You are very confused and very puzzled in the beginning. You are very angry at some point, and then you really do it. I'm doing my best in this course to make learning programming to be as simple as possible experience, so that you don't have a lot of troubles. That's all.